Counting 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go!
On second down, here's Taylor. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Tannehill now, they give to Ajayi. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
All right, try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Second down, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Here's Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunter. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd downs. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tannehill. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Here's Ajayi. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Now Tannehill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, But which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. This time Taylor will throw. Incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Let's go. On third down, Taylor. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Colton Schmidt now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken on the 25. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They send Stills in motion. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Now, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go! Ohio!
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going deep here for Bryant. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. To throw on third down, Taylor. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down right at the 20. So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go. One, done. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Here we go. Ohio.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's McCoy. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Bills on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Check round. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Let's go. Ohio. Ohio.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Being chased out left. Finding some room at midfield. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Now, Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Bills on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. What? Flex round. Flex round.
Operating from the gun, Taylor. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Forced out to his left. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a 1st.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now Taylor to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. 2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? You keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not fine.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. Chargers have scored again, so they are really opening it up. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Back now in Buffalo. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Going deep here for Landry. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they're operating in the red zone. They run it again with Kamara. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure. That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing. And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Let's go!
Now Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. Patrick DeMarco, the fullback, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot. That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go! What? Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Here's Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. He's going to look deep now for Landry. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Going deep here for Landry. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Defense likely bringing pressure here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Catanzero's kick is right through. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now, and Carson. Chargers have scored again, so they are really opening it up. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And here come the Bills. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the 2nd one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to 1 final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seat.